the stars aren't in the sky, they're under my feet.
Concrete constellations glowing under sodium light, cracks in the pavement mapping stories of the night. Crosswalk stripes like faded shooting stars, every scar on asphalt remembers who we are. Steam rising slow from the subway grates, city breathing heavy through mechanical lungs and gates. Headlights tracing orbit lines in motion, traffic forming galaxies in quiet devotion. Neon halos bending off rain slick streets, every puddle holding mirrored heartbeats. I walk steady through the urban dome, finding pieces of the cosmos close to home. Internal gravity shifting, lifting the weight, turning pressure into pattern instead of fate. Not looking up for a distant glow, the universe is right here below. Concrete constellations shining low, stars don't always need to glow above the show. Under the streetlights, steady and slow, we're cosmic even when we don't know. Concrete constellations bright in the gray, light finds cracks to make its way. Not in the sky, but in the fray we shine anyway, anyway. Yeah. Sidewalk fractures form Orion lines, broken edges turning into signs. Graffiti halos on brickwork walls, silent prayers and aerosol calls. Windows flicker like distant suns, every room a world that runs. Elevator hums like background bass, heartbeat sinking with urban space. Constellations don't need distance to exist, sometimes they shimmer through city mist. Every scar on steel and stone is proof we're not alone. I used to search the heavens wide, now I see the stars inside. Mapped in rhythm, pulse aligned, galaxies stitched through the mind. Look down, see the light, even the cracks hold starlight. Morning creeping at the edges thin, night folding softly inward within. Street lamps dim but still remain, echoes glowing in the rain. No telescope required to see the cosmic pattern under me. Every block a living chart, every breath a work of art. Concrete constellations fade at dawn, but their quiet shimmer lingers on. Concrete constellations shining low, stars in the pavement, subtle glow. Under the city's undertow, we shine even when moving slow. Concrete constellations bright in the gray, light through fracture finds its way. Not in the sky, but in the fray we shine anyway, anyway. Yeah, the sky isn't the only place where stars live.
Same walls, different thoughts. Listen, echo chamber breathing back whatever I confess. Every word I send rebounds, amplifies stress. Cold glass, breath, fog, mapping mental architecture. Neon bleeding through the blinds like fractured lecture. Ricochet reflections, correction in the recollection. Introspection turning pressure into resurrection. Walls don't judge, they just return what I project. So I learn to speak in peace, now the echo shows respect. Pinball memories, hidden corners of regret, but the bounce gets softer when the mind resets. Static in the silence turns harmonic instead, when you master what you replay in your head. Punchline.
If the chamber multiplies whatever you give, feed it calm, watch your own peace live. Echo, echo, let it bounce slow. What you send out is what you own. Echo, echo, let it flow back clean. Calm in the chamber, unseen, serene. Unseen, serene. seem serene. Don't seem serene.
3 a.m. arithmetic, adding up the noise, subtracting old fears like they never had a voice. Reverberation therapy, clarion polarity, turning into walls into symmetrical solidarity. Breath steady, delay, heavy reverb like confession. Lesson in reflection, direction through correction. Every thought a stone skipping midnight lake. Ripples fade, gentle when intention breaks. No more loops, the self-doubt spiraling tight. A redesign and replay in the middle of the night. Echo chamber once was chaos in disguise. Now it's my amplifier, the wires, the replies that the walls talk back. But choose what you say. The chamber never lies. It just obeys.
Now the bounce feels softer like velvet on stone. Peace got its own frequency tone. No trap voices, no circular rate. Just harmonic waves in the space I create. Midnight architect of the mind's own dome. Built from the echoes I call home. Echo, echo, let it bounce slow. What you send out is what you own. Chamber unseen serene, unseen serene, unseen serene, chamber unseen serene. Echo fading, peace repeating. 3 a.m. still breathing.
Hey, hey. Ember Haze hovering low on the block. Warm glow flickering over brick and dock. City heartbeat slowing its pace. Orange reflection soft on my face. Thermal steam climbing in spiral design. Like old regrets fading in time. Shadows dancing but never loud. Even the concrete feeling proud. No inferno needed to prove the heat. Real warmth survives discreet. Scars catching light but no longer raw. Strength in the simmer, not in the roar. Ember haze, burn slow, stay bright. Quiet fire holding the night. No blaze wild, no desperate spark. Just steady glow inside the dark. Ember haze, low but alive. True heat doesn't need a stride. Breathing deep, let tension phase. Find your pulse in the haze. Mirror fall clearing at its own speed. No force healing, just what I need. City lights diffused in amber tone. Turning pavement into throne. Sparks of memory rise then fall. Ashes don't own me at all. Leaf and wind but spine still straight. Learning patience from control flame. Stay low flame doctrine. Not loud, just strong. Endurance longer than what burns wrong. Ember haze, burn slow, stay bright. Quiet fire holding the night. Blaze wild, no desperate sparks. Just steady glow inside the dark. Ember haze,
Faded lantern swinging, amber pools on the ground.
Faded lanterns sway from rusted escapes high above, casting amber pools where shadows learn to love. Night market hum fades to distant vendor calls. Soul wanders through the glow, dismantling old walls. Incense from corner stalls, curls lazy and sweet, mixing with memories I refuse to delete. Paper lanterns bob like fireflies adrift in the frost, guiding thoughts through evenings we never lost. Every flicker reminds of nights before the wait, when worries weigh less and hearts carry fate. Urban glow softens the grind of concrete days, finding beauty in remnants and what remain.
Faded lantern, light the way home. Chill in the flicker, no need to roam. Warm glow wrapping round the bone. Relax in the fade, never alone. Faded lantern, burn low but true. In the amber, we renew.
Reflections in cracked glass show faces one but kind. Stories etched deep where the light seeps and blind breeze rattles chains. A metallic chime so soft, sensing with heartbeat, lifting every loft.
Lanterns dim but refuse to fully die, like quiet hopes that wave a gentle goodbye. Faded lanterns light the way home. Chill in the flicker, no need to roam. Warm glow wrapping round the bone. Relax in the fade, never alone. Even when the flame wavers low, it still shows the road. Faded doesn't mean finish, just reload.
Deeper into the land of lit maze, time slows its race, finding strength in the glow's quiet embrace.
Faded lanterns guide me through the dark. Chill forever with that eternal spark. In the amber haze, we make our mark. Lanterns swaying, fading slow.
Yeah, I miss the wind cutting clean through stone. City bones humming undertone. River vapor rising thin, cooling the edges under my skin. Street lamps halo and subtle glow. Echoes moving soft and slow. Wind rewriting tension lines, turning scars into faint designs. Time bending like willow and breeze. Nothing to conquer, only ease. Fog dissolving the sharper scene. Truth arriving like lucid dream. Mistral echoes breathe me through. We know what to undo. No resistance, no control. Just current cleansing soul. Mistral echoes rise and fall, answering no urgent call. In the hush between the tones, find the place you call your own. Echo once, echo twice, but return
listening.
Nebula streets under starless chrome skies. City breathing in patterns that daylight denies. Palms in my pockets, pace slow and precise. Letting the rush evaporate twice. Tea steam lifting like a quiet ascent. Thoughts on hook from what pressure meant. Brick walls glowing in sodium light. Carving soft galaxies out of the night. Horizons bending where dream lines meet. Fog writing poetry under my feet. Compass spinning but I'm not lost. Some freedom requires a little cost. Cosmic arithmetic, subtract the strain. Add calm back into the brain. Particles floating in negative space. Turning internal chaos into grace. Nebula drift, no anchor, no way. Stars don't hurry, they patiently wait. Float through the static, recalibrate in the drift. We elevate. Nebula drift, gravity thin. Silence expanding under the skin. Not running away, just settling in. Let the cosmos begin. Reflection bending in rain, slick glass. Showing past selves, all it surpass. City symphony muting its tone, leaving me there, but never alone. Dandelion memories scatter and spin. No clinging, I'm lighter within. Time dilates in the violet air. Every second softer than prayer. Breathe in rhythm with distant trains. Exhale, dissolving the tightest chain. Nebula calling not up, but deep into the quiet that doesn't sleep.
Pause the orbit, let it slow. You don't have to leave, just let go.
Nebula drift, float through the gray. Stars don't rush, they find their way. No escape, just widen the frame. Drift through the flame, through the flame. Through the
Silent currents pulling beneath. River reflecting stars we barely see.
Yeah. Silent currents glide beneath the surface glow. City river mirrors constellations we don't know. Waves lap gentle at concrete edges, erasing footprints. Slow mind rides the undercurrent, letting yesterday's weight go. Herbal steam forgotten in the air, hence a calm no one claims. Washing warfare from the day in quiet patient frames. Street poets murmur at empty benches near the flow. I listen in the hush, no judgment, no shadows show. Thoughts cascade like water over smooth stones. Polishing rough edges till the ache atones. Internal flow, perpetuity, serenity, clarity and polarity. Turning into storms to symmetrical solidarity. Urban tide ebbs without a sound or plea. Soul anchored in the deep, profound and free.
Silent currents carry me downstream, chilling the underflow, living the dream. No waves crashing loud, just steady and clean. Relaxing the current, unseen, serene. Silent currents flow back to me. What I release sets the soul free.
Reflections warp on rippling black, distorted yet true to form, showing selves I never claimed. Weather in the storm, breeze whispers through iron grates below the bridge. Internal tempests subside in the undertows ridge. Every bubble rising pops with quiet release. Burden after burden, finding its peace. Moon silver thread weaves tranquility in the thought, drifting past amber lit bridges, lessons softly taught.
Silent currents carry me downstream, chill in the underflow, living the dream. No waves crashing loud, just steady and clean. Relax in the current, unseen, serene. Silent currents carry going stream, downstream, downstream. Chill in the underflow, living the dream, dream. Oh, dive deeper, no fear in the dark. Currents know the path, leave your mark.
Yeah. Now the flow feels velvet like silk on river stone. Peace claiming its frequency, tone by tone. No trap loops, no circular ache inside. Just harmonic waves in the space I ignite.
Silent currents pull me far from the shore, asking for nothing more. And in the underflow, forever we glide. Silent, silent tide. Currents fading into the black. Currents fading. Currents fading. Currents fading. Currents fading. Currents fading into the black. Sun dipping low, city exhaling slow. Just breathe, let the colors bleed.
Twilight bruises the skyline in purples and bruised gold. Streetlights wait like weary-eyed stories left untold. Shadows stretch across cracked concrete, pulling me under their spell. Horns dissolve the murmurs, tearing thunder into gentle swell. Chamomile steam curls from the cup, warmth seeping into palms. Callous by day, thoughts unravel like loose threads, dropping old qualms along the way. Neon ripples and puddle mirrors, silver shards of fractured peace. Every drop a memory fragment, teaching the ache to finally cease. Internal cadence, liminalities, agility, fragility, and tranquility. Finding rhythm in the pause where chaos loses its grip on me. Buildings lean conspiratorial, guardians of the in-between. Soul surfs, invisible currents, nothing left to intervene. No grand escape, no dramatic flight, just the quiet art of release. Twilight Drift where day surrenders, granting the soul its gentle ease.
Twilight Drift, let the colors bleed away. Chill in the transition, no words left to say. Floating on the edge of night, no rush, no fight. Just the quiet pull into soft twilight. Twilight drift, drift, let it all unwind. Peace by design, peace by design.
Yeah. Reflections in shop window show a version unwound and free. Smiling faintly at the stranger, staring back, no urgency. Chimneys exhale lazy plumes against the violet sky. Sighs of relief from structure standing high. Compass spins lazy circles, no north to chase a claim. Every breath a subtle reset, erasing the blame. Urban jungle softens edges in the golden haze of dusk, finding sanctuary in a phase where nothing feels abrupt. Punchline subtle, even horizons bend when the light grows low, revealing paths past we never saw in the frantic glow.
Twilight drift, let the colors bleed away. Chill in the transition, no words left to say. Floating on the edge of night, no rush, no fight. Just a quiet pool in the soft twilight. Twilight, twilight, twilight. Pause the chase, let dusk embrace the frame. No fire needed, just white in the name.
Deeper into the purple veil, thoughts turn to mist and fade. Whispers of what was dissolved in the cascade. Gravity loosens its hold, every step lighter than before. Twilight's gift, the art of drifting toward the core.
Twilight drift, let it all bleed away. Bleed away, bleed away. Chill forever in this in between. Gray, gray, gray. Floating eternal on the edge, so fine, fine. Just drift, drift into the divine.
Peace by design.
Yeah. Twilight holding on till morning calls soft.
Vapor veil draping dusk in gray. City hum fading away. Lantern threads piercing the fold, turning steel into liquid gold. Breath like silk against the night, edges blurring into light. Rain tapping middleless cold, every drop easing the load. Shroud not hiding, just reframing sight. Softening glare into inside. No running needed, no disguise, just quieter ways to ride. Vapor veil covering calm, shield from the digital storm. Not escape, just transform. Stillness is the norm. Vapor veil soften the frame. Nothing to lose, nothing to claim. Under the hush we remain whole again, and whole again.
Lift the veil slightly. Let clarity show, not everything hidden. Veil. Veil. Not everything hidden needs to go.
Yeah. Floating through the evening blur, skyline melting into chrome. City murmurs in the low tone, feels like coming home. Street corners trade confessions in the dialect the shade. Footsteps sync with distant drums, the twilight softly made. Incense tracing, calligraphy against the cooling air. Spelling out, releasing spirals no one else can hear. Cup warm and tired, fingers steam climbing like a vow. Letting every tension loosen from the shoulders now. Neon bleeding into puddles, watercolor blue. Reflection splitting versions of a self myself I once outgrew. Labor crane memories, folded slow and thin. Learning how to lose the weight without losing skin. Breath steady, pose ready, tempo slow and deep. When the city lowers volume, that's when I can sleep. No grand escape required, no dramatic flight. Just drifting in the whisper of the half-lit night. Whispering vapors, lower the noise. Nothing to chase, nothing to destroy. Soft in the air, heavy and poised. Calm is a choice, calm is a choice. Whispering vapors, let it unwind. Leave what is loud, keep what is kind. Floating but grounded inside my mind. Peace by design, peace by design. Window glass shimmering with leftover rain. Tracing subtle hieroglyphs of pleasure and pain. Chimney trail spreading silver through the sky. Like quiet conversations, buildings don't deny. City jungle shedding claws in the lavender hour. Steel turns tender under moonlight power. Edges blur, but intention stays clear. When you're centered in stillness, there's nothing to fear. Internal rhythm shifting from rush to release. Turning friction into fragments of peace. Autumn leaf thoughts don't cling anymore. They fall when they're ready, no need for war. Urban static, fading into velvet tone. Finding sanctuary in the undertone. No need to run, no need to prove. The whisper itself becomes the groove. Slow it down, let the air speak first. Not every silence needs to be reversed. Clouds hanging low like a blanket of trust. Covering the sharp with the softness of dust. Senses awaken the subtler art. Minimal movement, maximal heart. Echoes rebound but softer this time. No longer chaotic, almost sublime. Wisdom rides on a midnight breeze. Teaching the body how to ease. No chain snapping, no dramatic release. Just quiet expansion into inner peace. Vapors don't carry me far from the ground. They just help me hear what was already sound. Whispering vapors, whispering vapors, whispering vapor, whispering vapor, whispering vapor, whispering vapor, whispering vapor, whispering vapor, whispering vapor. Even the city learns to breathe. Whispering vapor, stay in the whisper till the dawn speaks. Till the dawn.